Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. I was just about to sit down to do this commentary when I got a call from a friend of mine saying that she'd been talking to somebody in the industry, and that person said to her, you know, I really like Kevin and I like Morning News Beat, but sometimes he makes me so mad because it's always Amazon and Walmart and Amazon, and he loves Amazon. He thinks Walmart sucks. And oh my God, could he talk about something else, please? Well, I'm not sure this is entirely fair. I think I do talk about other things, but I totally get it. This person's really going to love this one. Because I've been sort of intrigued by both the media and the analyst reaction to the announcement last week by Walmart, we carried it here on Morning News Beat, that they're going to get into the drone business. But unlike Amazon, which is going to use drones, hopes to use drones to deliver product to people in places where they can simply get the product to them faster and more efficiently, Walmart's going to use drones apparently inside their warehouses. And the idea is they can use these drones to go through the warehouses very quickly and figure out what products are in stock, what products are out of stock, and it's a lot more efficient than using a person. So that's Walmart's approach. And basically the reaction in a lot of quarters has been, boy, Walmart's really smart, and this is really doable, as opposed to Amazon, which is, there's a lot of problems attached to what Amazon wants to do, not the least of which is the idea that they've got to get FAA regulations to be, to allow them to do it. Although I suspect Walmart may have to deal with OSHA at some point inside its warehouses. But basically, the idea was Walmart is smart and Amazon, well, they're a little bit out there blue skying it a little bit. And listen, while it's certainly true, and I couldn't argue with the idea that certainly what Walmart is doing seems a lot more doable, at least in the short term, than what Amazon is doing. Basically, I don't necessarily think it means that one is smarter than the other, and what it really means is they're just very different companies with very different cultures and very different approaches. Yeah, Amazon takes a gee whiz approach, right? They're looking down the road. They're trying to figure out where the opportunities might be down the road. They're trying to anticipate what consumers' needs and wants might be, and they're playing a long game, right? They're playing a long yardage game. Walmart's very focused on, listen, we can do this now. They're playing a short yardage game. One is focusing on efficiency. The other one is a much more of a gee whiz factor. Now, listen, that doesn't mean one is right and one is wrong and one is better and one is worse. In fact, I think you can make the argument that what Walmart is doing could have a lot of customer impact. If they can figure out what's in stock and out of stock, and they can deal with that much more quickly and efficiently and get products on the shelves that customers want, that's a good thing for customers. They're just very different approaches. Amazon's approach is gee whiz. Walmart's approach is paint by numbers, albeit with some pretty high-tech paint. But again, I don't want to ever suggest that one is better than the other, or one is going to be more likely to be successful. I just think they're two very different companies. They might both be successful. There's certainly room for both companies out there, albeit there's going to be a lot of collateral damage if both companies continue to succeed and grow. That's sort of the point that I would address to people who think I write and talk too much about Amazon and Walmart. The fact of the matter is pretty much everybody competes with Walmart and everybody competes with Amazon. And if you don't know what those companies are up to, especially what Amazon is trying to do in terms of creating an ecosystem of consumers, then you're making a very serious mistake. And the thing is, one of the things I've learned is, I give a lot of talks and speeches out there, and I talk to companies about what Amazon is doing to a great extent. And, generally the executives I'm talking to, well, they have that gee whiz moment where they hear about something that Amazon is doing. And that's usually followed by a, really? I didn't know they were doing that. Exactly. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.